Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, I got a special one for you guys. I'm going to be predicting the New Orleans Saints schedule. As our fan probably already knows, I'm a Saints fan, so I'm completely unbiased in this. But y'all should stick around towards the end because I got a special end of the schedule that I think may be interesting. So make sure you stick around for that. As always, like, subscribe, comment your takes down below. How do you think the New Orleans Saints do this season? Tell me if you like my prediction or not. Tell me how dumb I am. Tell me how smart I am. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, we're going to start at the beginning. Makes sense. Week 1, Saints at Lions in Detroit. This one, I'm not going to talk too much about this. I just think the Lions have a much better roster than the Saints as of now. Even though I think the Saints have upgraded, they've gotten a lot of pieces through free agency and the draft this year. They had a very good draft class season, actually the best in the league. They won the award for best draft class. But it's going to start off rough. So we're going to start with a loss to the Lions. Alright, week 2 against the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, Jesse Minter. I still think this is going to be another tough game for the Saints. It's Lamar Jackson is going to be a problem for the Saints defense like he is for every defense. I know people think Lamar Jackson is regressing, whatever. He's still just insanely athletic, insanely like versatile in what he can do, explosive. He's on the run. He can throw it. One of the best in the league. That's going to be a loss for the Saints. Alright, week 3 against the Raiders. I think this is an afternoon game in the 3 o'clock slot. This one, I mean, the Raiders got Kirk. I really like the hiring of Clint Kubiak. I just don't think they're there yet. I think they're a year away from being anywhere. I think it's just they're going to be off to a slower start, just getting everything figured out with the first year head coach. And I think this is where the Saints bounce back from their first 2 losses of the season to the Lions and the Ravens. I think they get the W against the Raiders. I think the Saints have done a great job upgrading their run game and their offensive line. They got Travis Etienne. They got David Edwards at the left guard spot. Eric McCoy will be healthy. They got 2 first-round tackles who are very good and underrated. I mean, your worst offensive lineman is Cesar Ruiz. I know Saints fans have problems with him. I mean, if he's your worst offensive lineman, it's a pretty dang good offensive line, I would say. So, with that being said, I think the Saints are able to run on the Falcons in Monday Night Football of Week 4. And I think they lock up that game. I think they win it in the 20th anniversary of Dome coming. That's a W. Alright, on to Week 5 against the Vikings. I really like the Vikings this year. I think they're an exciting team with Kyler Murray. And don't tell me J.J. McCarthy's going to win that QB battle. He's just not. It's Kyler Murray's job. He's going to take it. And I think Kevin O'Connell can do some things with him. Kevin O'Connell has been a quarterback whisperer, and I think he can get Kyler Murray back to what he was at his peak in Arizona. And then now he has Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and a good defense. Honestly, you could maybe great defense. I don't know. But I think this might be a tough matchup for the Saints. Even though it is at home, I just think the Vikings squeak out a win against the Saints in Week 5. And the Saints pick up their 3rd loss of the season. On to Week 6, battle of the sleeper teams. I really think the Saints and Giants ceilings are super high. I think the Saints have a better chance of winning their division just based off the fact that their division is worse. So I think this could be a really exciting game. Tyler Shuck, Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart, super explosive, good with his legs. Tyler Shuck can do things with his legs. Not as good as Jackson Dart with his legs, but I think Tyler Shuck has the bigger arm, can really push the ball down the field. I think it's an electric game. But with that being said, I think the Saints, with their improvements on offense, getting Jordan Tyson, 8th overall pick, offensive line, running game, like I said earlier, I think they take the W here and they move on to week 7 at an even 3-3 record. In week 7, they have the London game against the Steelers. This one's a weird one because you're going across the pond to Paris. Did I say London? It's not in London. It's in Paris, France. It's the first game in Paris. And the Saints are supposed to be the Paris team. They're supposed to be like the home team there. But I think they just get caught in a weird spot against the Steelers, who I think are just going to be mid this year with Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers, like they have been for like the past whatever decade. They've just been mid. So, but I think mid beats the Saints here. And this, I think it's a tough spot, them going overseas. And I think it's a low-scoring game because everybody's out of whack. And I think just the Steelers just barely squeak out with a win in week 7. Week 8, bye week, get a W there. Moving on to week 9, the Browns. I think the Browns have a lot of talent. I liked them trading away Myles Garrett because I think the picks and Jared Verse is better for where they're at right now in their growth as a team than Myles Garrett would be because he's farther along in his career. Myles Garrett, obviously a better player than Jared Verse, but I think his timeline is a little off from where the Browns are. So, that being said, I think the Browns are a year away from being a year away. I still think they're at the bottom of the league, and the Saints, I think, are ready to take a jump up into that next level of teams, and I don't think they're close to where the Browns are anymore. So I think the Saints pull out a win in week 9, and it's at home. I just think that's one of the W's you just marked down at the beginning of the season. Moving on to week 10, Panthers, second divisional game of the year. I'm a Panthers hater, not a big Panthers guy. I like Bryce Young as a person. He's not the guy. People have been saying he's going to take a step for the past however many years, 3, 4, whatever years. And you're going to hear it again this year, and it's just going to be the same thing. He's going to flash, he's going to have some good games, and he's just going to have some awful games. I think they did get better signing Devin Lloyd and Jalen Phillips, but they're playing a much harder schedule, so I think the Panthers regress. And I just think the Saints are ready to leap ahead of the Panthers in that division. And I think coming off the sweep of the Panthers last year, I think they just continue and beat the Panthers again. So now, the Saints now are 5-4 and have their first winning record of the season. They're 5-4 heading into week 11, and this is the tough stretch of the season. You got Bears, Bengals, Packers. That's a rough stretch for any team. And the Saints, if they lose all 3, I don't think that tanks their season. I think it's okay. I think weeks 3 through 10 and weeks 14 through 18 is where their season is made or lost. I don't think weeks 1, 2, 11, 12, and 13 matter at all. They can lose all of them and still come out winning the division and having a successful season. So that being said, I think they lose to the Bears. They still can't get their revenge against Dennis Allen. I just think Ben Johnson's run game will be too explosive for the Saints. Moving on to week 12, I think they lose against the Bengals. I think Joe Burrow's healthy, playing at MVP caliber with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and just light up, score too many points, and the Saints can't overcome it. I think the Packers win in week 13, and I just think the Packers roster, it's better, and they're a more seasoned team. They know how to win. They have the culture of Green Bay. It's a tough spot for the Saints to beat a team like that who's been able to win for however long, and the Saints are just coming into their own to try to win games, and I don't think they're to that point where they can beat a team like Green Bay. But now they're at 5-7, and it looks bad. Honestly, after week 13, sitting there as a New Orleans Saints fan, and you see them at 5-7 with only 5 games left, you're sitting there, man. I thought we would be better. I thought we were ready to take a leap. I thought we were going to win the division. Well, this is the surprise. This is the fun thing at the end of the video. The Saints, when everything's looking bad, I think Kellen Moore gets the team on the right track. Tyler Shuck takes it up a notch, and they finish out the season on a 5-game win streak. So I think they take the Panthers and Carolina, sweep them for the second season in a row. I think they beat the Bucks and win in Tampa with a Bucks team that I think probably is on a downswing. I think they had their fun with Baker. I see it coming to an end, and I think the Saints catch them at the right time. And then on to week 16, Cardinals, I think, honestly, are the worst team in the league. Maybe Dolphins, but Cardinals, I don't see winning very many games, and I don't see them beating the Saints. So that's another W. Week 17, Saints beating the Falcons, sweeping. I think they beat the Falcons in Atlanta. I think Tua, Michael Penix, I think they just don't have everything figured out yet with their quarterback situation. Obviously, Bijan is great. Drake London's really good. Kyle Pitts could be good. I think they got weapons. I just don't think they have everything figured out yet. So I think the Saints are able to take that next step and move over the Falcons and really take hold of the division. And this is even crazier. Honestly, I just realized this as I was doing it. I have them sweeping the whole division. Beating the Bucks at home to finish off in week 18. Winning the division 10-7. Going to the playoffs as a 4 seed, 4-5, 4-3 seed, wherever they end up. And I think it's an insanely successful season for the Saints. Tyler Shuck takes a step. And I think overall, the NFL and NFL fans start seeing the Saints not as the Aints, the sorry team that they were with Dennis Allen. They start to respect them and Kellen Moore and what he's built with Mickey Loomis in New Orleans. I want to thank you all for watching. Let me know down in the comments if you like this prediction. I'm looking at it now. I don't know if they win each game or whatever that I picked. but I do think they finish at 10-7, give or take a game here and there. Like maybe they win one here, lose another one there, switch them up. But I think they do finish 10-7, winning the division. So go down below, leave your comments, tell me how I did, and I'll see you in the next video.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, kablow, kaboom. I was in my room trying to teach my little sister. Then I heard a boom and it sounded like a missile. Who that is, what that was, oh that granny, oh she done.